Welcome back to another episode of the Pain into Purpose podcast. I am your host, Coach Fee.
And I'm the sidekick for the day. My name DB. I'm just gonna take the back seat on this
My
one.
dope sidekick though. Don't
Yeah, it's
downplay
cool.
being a sidekick
I didn't
for
say
the
nothing was
day.
wrong with it. I'm the sidekick.
How you feeling?
I'm good. How you feeling? What we talking about today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I have a story that I want to share. If that's okay.
Man, that's what we here for.
Yeah.
Let me hear. Let's go.
I'm releasing some things from my spirit, and this story it's been sitting there for a while. So
Let's go.
so I was 19, and at that age I was really young and didn't always think straight. But in any event, I was at a party, and there was this guy that was checking me out, and he never said anything to me the entire night. I assumed it's because I was getting a lot of other attention. And so after the party was over, he approached me, and eventually I was like, what took you so long? Like, cause I had noticed him, but I never said anything. He never said anything. So he eventually told me that it was because I was getting a lot of other attention. So we, wind up staying after the party, chopping it up, a couple of more drinks. We both were a little tipsy. In the midst of the conversation, though, he pulled out his gun. That happened to be an Uzi. I had never seen an Uzi in person until that moment. Now we laughing about it now, but that was not a laughing moment. So we talked. The night progressed. It was about 2-3 o'clock in the morning. He eventually asked me, did I want to go get some food? I accepted the invitation, and we left. Once I realized that we weren't going in the direction of the restaurant, I started to get a little nervous because eventually at this point he got on the freeway. We drove for about 10 minutes. He got off, got back on. When he got back on, he told me to pull my pants down. I said no. He pulled his gun out. He cocked it. And then he put it on the seat in between us. At that moment, my heart just froze. I didn't really know what to say. But the words that came out of my mouth were, no, you're not about to do this. And then he says, you know what? I'm not. So then after that, he floored his car. And it was a old school car. It was a 72 Monte Carlo. And I just remember crashing into a telephone pole right off the freeway. At that moment, I got out the car. He was trying to stop me. I kept going. There was a truck that pulled up full of ladies. It was a Ford Explorer. They were asking me, did I want to ride? I immediately declined. Can't trust nobody. So I kept walking. I was walking as fast as I could with boots on. And eventually I made it back to my friend's house. And after that, I just sat there. It was about 5 o'clock in the morning when I made it back. And I just remember sitting there processing everything that just happened. First of all, thanking the Most High that I'm even sitting here alive, right? But I just had to process all of what had just happened because it was a lot, and I was very blessed to still be alive.
Have you ever had that moment at work where you notice that people are being rude and disrespectful? Sometimes people are overreacting without thinking, and you just wish that there was somebody who was dedicated to doing something about it. If this even sounds remotely familiar, I encourage you to sign up for our Civility Intelligence Trainer program put on by EI365 that's rooted in our signature approach of EI Code of Conduct. If you or someone in your organization would like to be a thought leader on civilian intelligence and help neutralize that undesirable behavior in your work environment, you can reach out and book a call so we can certify trainers inside of your organization so you can have a constant eye on workplace incivility. We'll see you on the other side. Peace.
Alive. And so I'm thinking back on that and I'm visualizing my daughter, even though she's 16 right now and I was 19 then, still teenagers, still young, beautiful. And she goes out, she goes to some parties and stuff. Maybe not the type of parties that I used to go to, but she does, have some friends that she hangs out with and they do go to parties sometimes. And so I just think about what if that was my child? You know, how would she have been able to, or not, handle herself? Because a lot of these young girls, like, they're attracted to the money, the cars, the guns, the gold teeth, the clothes, all of the stuff that you can see externally. And they're not taught to dig deeper. What type of person is he? And so now, because of those experiences, because of that experience specifically, I'm not, yeah, it looks good, but I'm not attracted to that type of stuff. You know, um, that doesn't, it doesn't move me. You can pull up in a Rolls Royce and I'll be like, all right, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. So, I want my daughter to know, and the young ladies out there to know that just because a man has nice things doesn't make him a nice person. The first sign of a red flag, meaning follow your first mind, don't ignore it. Um, and always let somebody know where you are going, your location, because my friend did not know that I left. And I'm sure eventually, like if something would have happened to me, she would have eventually figured it out. But we live in a technical world now. Everybody got iPhones, or pretty much everybody has iPhones. And even if you don't have an iPhone, there are apps where you can share your location. So, I just can't stress, that specifically enough. Like, share your location. Always let somebody know where you're going, who you with, and stay vigilant, and just don't be easily impressed by material things. Because me allowing myself to get in a car with somebody who I just met, and we both were intoxicated to an extent, and he had a gun and all of that. Like, there were so many signs there where I could have easily pulled out, before I got in, but I did not. And so I'm just very blessed and thankful that I'm here to share this story, because there are a lot of women who wouldn't have made it out. I could have been raped, and then he killed me.
I think that might be where this can go, right? Because that story's been sitting in you for a long time. You said it happened when you're 19. Mm-hmm. You're 44 now. Mm-hmm. So that story's been sitting in you for a long time. So how do we, I think the better question is, how do we process those stories? That's been sitting in us for so long, because the way that you just told that story been sitting and festering, and probably part of the reason why you still single and celibate.
I mean,
because
yeah,
the things that happen to us in our younger years do have some type of effect on us now.
oh,
even
absolutely.
even though you've went on and you had children and all the things, and you went on and had other experiences.
Yeah.
If that story was sitting in you like that since 19, that has definitely affecting the way you make decisions today about the guys you date.
Yeah.
So that's probably why when you're out and somebody try to impress you with their finances or their flashy stuff, that's why you instantly turned off.
Instant. I'm talking about
But
instant.
so this could be part of the reason why you still single and celibate though, right? So
Because I'm not attracted to. I mean, it looks good, but that's not what attracts me.
But it's not
to
even about being attracted, right?
a man.
It's not even about being attracted at this point. It's about the story that we tell ourselves about what happened to us. That is not even it's not only is not an attraction, it's a complete turnoff.
Yes.
And so this guy
It
could
is.
actually be a good guy, just doing things a wrong way, but because he did the same things that the other guy did, right? It's a turnoff, and that could explain your kids' fathers too,
Yeah.
because they're not.
Yeah.
I know one of them,
Yeah.
and he's never been a flashy type of guy,
No.
and that's how come he got you, right? Because
He was charming.
he was charming, but he wasn't never he was never a
No.
flashy guy,
No.
right? So that experience has definitely impacted you your whole life, and now you are just now being able to tell a story. I don't know if
That's
it's
crazy.
I
Though,
don't know if
when
it's
when you
me,
say it out loud like that,
but
and when
but
we break it down like that,
but I'm listening to the story, and when you just said something, it triggered, and I'm like, so that's why she the way she is.
yeah.
So you so closed off because early in your dating life, you had one experience with a guy who probably was attractive, who had money, who had the nice car. So he had all the flash or all the as you said, he had all the nice things, but turned out to be not a nice person. So now everybody that approach you with nice things, you automatically assume that they're not a nice person subconsciously. And they have to fight extra hard to prove that they are a nice person. And then some of them really not.
But it's not even okay. I agree with that to an extent, but I don't want to say but however, I don't think that's completely true because you can impress a girl, a woman by way of how you just greet her.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like for the men that have all of these assets and whatnot, it's like, yeah, I guess 80, 85, 90% of the women is going to be drawn to that, but there's still that 10% where of us where we're not. And so then the question is, then what else do you have to offer besides your money, your car, your clothes, your jewelry, all of that stuff? Like what else can you do to impress me by way of, because that other stuff, you can't, that depreciates as soon as you purchase these things, it depreciates. So what inside of you is going to appreciate?
So all I'm saying is because they made the mistake of leading with that,
Right.
you don't know what's on the inside
True.
because you don't give it a shot. And so you sharing that story with me just now unlocked something for both of us, right? So and then your experiences with your kids' fathers, them not being the flashy people or not leading with the nice stuff, and then they not really working out. So you have so we are the sum of our experiences in life. Period. Your experiences with men, from the flashy, leading with the money, not good. From the not flashy,
So flashy. Yeah.
not good, right? And so you haven't had enough good experiences with men just to just even say, okay, I'm gonna give this a try again. So I'm not gonna say you so closed off, but you so comfortable
Being alone.
being alone, and it's so hard for people to break down that wall because you've had maybe 5 or 6 or 7 negative experiences, right? So
Trust is not. It's
and so
broken.
your trust bank is really really low.
It's in a
So
negative.
so the question becomes, how do we start building that trust bank back up and just men period?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I mean, starting with a conversation, a sober one.
But remember we talked about changing the environments that we go to.
Yep.
And so
Yep.
if we don't go to places where alcohol is readily being served, we have a high chance of not having an intoxicated conversation.
Yeah.
And so even if someone gets too intoxicated now around you, that's probably a turn off.
Oh, hands down.
But it's only because of the negative experiences you had.
Hands down. I mean, because if you can't carry your alcohol, then you shouldn't be drinking. Like, because I don't want to have drunk conversations, especially if we're trying to get to know each other.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's a thin line between love and hate, like Martin said. So, like I said in one of our past episodes, it'll just have to be divine intervention. And, and I'll just continue to put in the work within myself, my heart, my spirit. And then, I'll attract the person, I'll attract my person. But in the meantime, I'm single and celibate on mine.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm not going against that. But I would encourage you to, now that we just had this breakthrough, and now that you understand that your past experiences are affecting the way you think, I would revisit those stories.
Okay.
And change the narrative, because
Okay.
everybody that leads with their finances are not bad people.
I agree.
Now, so how do we change the narrative and at least let some people get close to you? Because you don't let people get close to you. You know what I'm saying? Some of them rightfully so, but some of them just never had a chance. And they could do one thing.
The one and done.
And so,
because I just don't have it. I don't have the patience for it.
But we're humans.
I know.
And you're going to do one thing that turns somebody off, but you're a good person.
Thank
So they would be cheating themselves, probably like you've cheated yourself in the past, right? You've probably passed on a few good men, and I don't even know, right, who or where, what, but just being so closed off or being so guarded.
Well, what?
I just
What?
learned this the other day.
What? Tell me.
In the process of building your walls, you unintentionally build your cage. In the process of building your walls, you unintentionally build yourself a cage. Get out your cage.
It's comfortable in here. Shoot, I got plants.
It may be comfortable,
It's
but it's not conducive to what your real life goal is. Your real life goal is to eventually be married.
yes, find a life partner or have my life partner find me.
They can't get in the cage. You have built these walls up that turned into a cage. And so now no one can get in the cage. And you not coming out.
No, I only come out for for the important.
You come
people.
out to come here.
I do, and I go.
This don't count.
I go other places too. I come outside sometimes, D. Don't do me.
In the last year, you probably been outside 6 times.
Yeah, you might be right. And it's October now. So.
Exactly. You ain't even go outside once a month. And
Nope.
2 of the times you was with me.
Yep.
That don't count.
Okay, well, 2026 is rolling around, so.
So
know,
now
things-
so all BS aside.
Okay.
Now you really have something. You have something self-reflective. Now that you self-aware,
Yep.
and now that you know that this is a possibility, it's something for you to just consider.
Okay. Okay.
And so, with that being said, this was a good episode of the Pain to the Purpose podcast. I'm your host, DB. This is Coach P, and we have just made a breakthrough on her. We love y'all.
Woo!
Peace.
Peace out, y'all.